Hello, everybody, and welcome to IC Markets Market Commentary. My name is Tamar Mehr from Trade with Precision. So last week we saw the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq both breaking into all-time highs while the US dollar traded lower. So what I want to do today is have a look at several markets that I'm currently watching for lower time frame potential setups. And I want to start here with pound versus the US. And this is the daily chart, and we can see here on the daily, we broke strongly and we also pushed and closed above this very strong level of in and around the 1.36. So here on the daily chart, we have moved from a lower low all the way up here into a higher high. If we'll take a look here on the weekly chart, we can see that the weekly is in an uptrend. We pull back into the buy zone, the area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages. So here we're just touching the 10 moving average and moving away. We also have nice convergence here to the upside on the momentum indicators. Taking a look at the monthly chart, and we can see, first of all, moved again from a lower low to a higher high, but also the importance here of that level, the area of the 1.36. So what I'm looking for and drilling down into lower time frame, I'm looking for a pullback to test this level from above, sign that the buyers are returning around this level, and a continuation of this move. So I like the break of this very significant and strong level. So I want to see the market pulling back to test that level from above. It's a similar story here on euro dollar. So here on the daily chart, once again, we moved from the buy zone, the area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages, to a higher high. We're currently overextended. And the level here that I like is the 1.1630. If we'll take a look here on the weekly chart, we can see that we are in an uptrend, pull back into the buy zone and a move away. So not too overextended here on the weekly chart. Taking a look at the monthly, similar story, moving from a lower low to a higher high with significance of that level. So if I'll zoom out a bit to take a look at this level, we can see the significance of this level on this market. So similarly, I'm looking at a lower time frame for potential pullback, a test from above of this level, so back into this area. It could be a deeper pullback, and that is why I'm looking for signs that the buyers are returning, such as a change of trend on the lower time frame. So I'm looking for a test and a continuation of the move. Similar story is dollar Swiss. So here on the daily chart, it's a beautiful downtrend. Moving averages 10, 20, 50, all fanning, all in the correct order for a downtrend. Now we can see here on the weekly, beautiful downtrend. We had a pullback here into the sell zone and a continuation and a break to a lower low. Taking a look at the monthly, we are very overextended. So I'm looking again at the lower time frame for potential pullbacks. And here, if we'll take a look at the 4 hours, we can see the level. It's also quite apparent here on the daily chart. It's the previous start right here. So I'm looking at the level of 0.8030 area and a continuation of the move. Lastly, I want to take a look at the Nasdaq, and the level that I'm looking at here is the level of the previous all-time high. So in and around the 22,200 area, we can see we pushed lower, started to climb up. We hovered underneath that level before pushing higher and closing above that level. Taking a look here on the monthly, and we can see that deeper pullback close to the 50 moving averages and a push to a higher high. So looking here on the daily chart, it's a similar story. We are overextended, and I'm looking for that release of this buying pressure. And I'm looking at the mid to lower time frame. So once again, it will be a deeper pullback in the context of the 4 hours, but I want to see a retest of these important levels. Now, the S&P 500 has also broke into an all-time high. We can see that here on the weekly, traded and closed above the previous all-time high. However, if we'll take a look here on the 4 hours, we can see that we actually already pulled back to test it from above. So the break haven't had much to go before we had that pullback to test the all-time high level as we did here in the Nasdaq. So we can see we're still further away from the area of the all-time high. Happy trading, everyone. Bye for now.